So growing up, we also took paper routes to earn a little bit of money. We had morning routes, and we had evening routes, depending on when we had them. So we delivered the Chicago Tribune, the Chicago Daily News in the mornings sometimes, and then would quit that and go to the Davenport Daily Times or the Moline Dispatch. But that was kind of neat. We go up to the designated corner where they drop off our bundle of newspapers at maybe around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had paper bags, we call paper bags, and you took all the newspapers in the bundle and stuck them in that big sack, and you put it around your shoulder. Off we went to wherever the houses that had papers that's delivered to them. It wasn't every house, it was random. So we'd start off by Erickson School and then go down to Railroad Avenue, cross the railroad tracks to 3rd Avenue, had customers down there. And we'd hit a lot of the taverns took the newspaper, so we got to go into taverns like Gus and Steve's, and I can't remember the names of some other ones, but they were along 3rd Avenue. We come back up 1st Street, Moline, and Railroad Avenue, and all the way up to Trinity Church, Catholic Church on 3rd Street. Was that 2nd Street? 3rd Street and about 7th Avenue. And we hated going up there because it was on the hillside and it was hard to get up there in the wintertime. And we just hated delivering that newspaper, but we had to. And it was so cold in the wintertime sometimes that, of course, we didn't know how to dress back in them days. We were just young, dumb kids. So there was a drugstore down there on 2nd Street and 4th Avenue, and we'd go in there and warm up for a while, and then we'd head out again, finish our route. When we get home, that was before daylight savings time. When we get home, well, we'd be delivering in the dark in the wintertime. It was so cold and dark. In the summertime, we'd use our bicycles to deliver newspapers, and sometimes when we had morning routes, my dad must have felt sorry for us, but he'd go out and get the newspapers from the front of the house where they deliver the bundles. He'd bring it up and he'd fold them for us, and then he'd even take us in his car before we went to work. Sometimes he'd take us on our paper routes by car. So he must have felt sorry for us being out in the early morning. And we had customers that wouldn't pay, that were deadbeats, and we knew we'd have to pay our bill at the newspaper office. They wanted their money, so we paid it out of our whatever we had. But these people that were deadbeats, they owed us the money. That was money that we had already paid their bill for them, really. And so we'd be out roaming around, and at any given time of day, and we'd say, let's go over such and such to see if they got money to pay us for the newspaper. Sometimes we'd catch them at home, and sometimes we wouldn't.